morning. I swear a lot.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Warhammer. So, I've been having fun with this, and I thought I would quite like to keep it going, so I am. You got a problem with that? I know you don't, because people seem fine with it. And people did state that they wanted to be in the game as named characters, and that's delightful, and I'm going to set that up. Tancred's two faithful knights are finally going to have some identity to them. This is Sir Paul the Oblivious. Says lol. Says lol. Says lol. Okay, cool. So, the original plan, as we remember it, is I'm going to go to Mingzhu and defend it. I would get another lord to help me, but finances are a little dire right now, so I'm going to leave that as is. Tancred,
my strength and wisdom are yours,
is going to pursue Dusty.
taking my leave.
Prophetess, I have seen the way.
We want to run him down and then take Xingpo. Then these two need to gun it east to deal with Targog,
I'm the one in charge round here.
who appears to have at least a few ogres in his retinue, which means he's probably going to take Jadewind Mountain. But we're going to try and hold him back. I can't afford any regiments of renown for him, so he's literally going to have to deal with them with
Noble.
the garrison of Jadewind Mountain, which is shit. Unless we get a really good choke point there in a defense battle. I think we've lost it, but it'll be worth a try, I suppose. I will have just one more peasant mob to help me hold Mingzhu, but the defensive upgrades to this place should mean that we should be able to hold it against most orcs. Of course, the garrison hasn't fully replenished yet. We can only hope things go well there. End turns, following turns will you know, kind of it will say a lot. A lot will happen in the following turns. We're probably going to lose a lot of that province again and have to reclaim it from the ogres. Now it'll be annoying, but whatever. So, this week, I'm recording this on Monday, and oh boy, I had a technical foible with part 10 of Limbus Company, and then I had to re-record. Decisive defeat. That's not even close. Wonderful. Sorry, Clovis. I mean, I'll have a look at the map, but I'll try. We've got our fateful little choke point. Maybe we can hold it. I don't think we have enough archers, frankly, and I think the ogres will smash through the front line with little effort. But I'd also say it's worth a try. Chances are they're going to flank around the side of that big rock, that big mountain, like they did, like the orcs did that one time. And I doubt I'm going to have enough to hold them back because I need to commit most of it to the main choke point. But, you know, I'll give it a go. So, yeah, huge technical foible of Part 10 of Limbus Company. Had to re-record the gameplay footage of it this morning, and then I'm going to have to stitch together the commentary and the gameplay into something vaguely resembling a somewhat decently, competently made video, which I don't know how the fuck I'm going to do that, I gotta be honest, but I'm going to do my best. So, today's going to be a very busy day, so it's quite appropriate, in fact, that today's recording is this, because I get to chill for a minute. We need to move quickly, because ogres move very fast. Ogres move very fast. Ogres move very fast. We need to go.
Staying put. Clear out.
Clovis may need to hold them back. Clovis may need to run distraction. Because they're coming. Oh lord, they're coming. I wonder if Clovis could perhaps really actually get their attention and slow them down. I doubt the entire army is going to go for him though, that would be a bit ridiculous. I have no... there are no pretenses, there are no, like, false delusions in my mind of actually winning this battle, but we can test to see how good the choke point truly is, and, you know, if we did manage to win, that would just make everything way easier for us. Like, it would do everything. You might want to come back, actually, because those fucking saber tusks are faster than you. You need to be right up front.
We serve the king.
And you lot needs to be like, I don't know, here, there. Gonna keep it nice and chill. I'm pretty sure he can't cast spells, so they're not just gonna clear us out with some tactical casts. Some of them are going around the side, so what we're gonna have to do is get one of these spearman units and just put them there. Just put them like there or so. The archers are firing. We might be able to do some decent damage, which would slow them down in their conquest through our lands, which might buy Tancred and Laureate enough time to get over here after dealing with Dusty. That was some good shots. Take heart, for a Knight of Bretonnia provides your shield. They're going there, very good. I'm pretty sure, yeah, he's tougher than Clovis. At least get in there and help, because you can just pull back if things don't go well. But we run the very real risk of just instantly proccing army losses due to the amount of damage we inevitably take. Alright, you need to push up. You need to push up. Clovis is already taking a lot of damage. Okay. You need to get out of there before you break, or this will go even worse. He can't get out. He's struggling a bit. The peasants are actually blocking his way. Damn peasants. Damn them fucking dirty, smelly peasants. Get out of the way. The archers are firing as fast as they can. Ogre bulls with dual weapons, which are anti-infantry, are coming through, and they're going to hit the spearmen men-at-arms, and the men-at-arms are going to break.
Spearmen at arms! Kill them all!
Let's see if I can get these swordsmen to actually come over here, because I see Noblars, and I'd rather have swordsmen fighting Noblars than spearmen. Here they come. You guys may want to turn around and deal with them, because if they break through, our entire line will fall. And that's a minor issue. Oh, cool, more of them. Ah, an Iron Fists. Oh, fuck. Okay, you're not moving anymore. Just fire, just fire, just fire. They're already breaking through. You guys are going to die. You are so fucked. Oh, no. Oh yeah, they have trappers as well. I forgot about this. Could you guys perchance... we've not got a lot of space here is kind of the issue. Could you guys perhaps take a little step back? Oh, yeah, there. Clovis is actually doing reasonably well against them. More of them came round the side than I thought. Now they're having stuff thrown at them. I'm surprised these guys are still holding, I've got to be honest. They're doing quite well. They're already withdrawing. Yeah. Shall we speed this up a bit? Because we know where this, we know exactly how this is going to go. Let's not waste any more time. It was a decisive defeat, just as the game predicted. We didn't do that much damage. May as well have all resolved it, but I wanted to see if the choke point could work. But yeah, the technical foibles with Limbus Company were not ideal, and the technical foibles with Power World were also not ideal, and the result of it is that I spent most of the weekend and my day off, because the technical foibles with Power World happened before the weekend, and the one with Limbus happened this morning. But I've spent most of the weekend grinding those games, attempting to make certain things I want to make happen, and that was fine, because I enjoy both games. I've actually had a great time on... I'm continuing to have a great time on Power World, actually. I've been enjoying that very much, and Limbus is cool. I just like Limbus, and the thing I'm doing isn't a thing I have to do, like, outside of the technical foibles. There's a personal thing I'm trying to do. That isn't something I have to do, it's just something I want to do, and I'm going to be happy when I get it done, and I learned I could get it done, and I'm excited to get it done. Part 11 will be very interesting, but it's been a lot of work. There's a lot I've had to do, and there's a lot I'm still continuing to have to do. I'm far from done in everything I need to do. You know? Yeah, you know. I'm definitely channeling my inner Garfield because I'm really not in love with this Monday. This Monday has been pretty weak. Oh, God.
Blessings of the lady be upon you.
Okay. Speaking objectively, the garrison of Mingzhou isn't even fully staffed yet. These units are still building up. And we haven't built the guardhouse yet. That's still in production. And I only have peasants, and I'm only level 4. We're not holding Mingzhou. I'm gonna have to abandon it. Because at this rate, all I stand to do is just lose my lord and a bunch of peasants, which will take time to re-recruit. So get that money back. It's not happening. Abandon that. Hold them at Kunlan if need be. But you're not going to hold them there.
Moving out.
Worrying, concerning, bad. You can't even get there this turn. Ugh, give me strength. That's a minor settlement, so at least we won't have to siege it. But this is going to get worse before it gets better. This is just going to get more and more rough. They sacked that? They didn't even take it? Okay, sure. That is good in a way, because it means we don't lose peasant capacity, which is helpful. We can't really afford to lose it. I'm back at town. I'd love to get some decent troops, but our economy doesn't support it right now, so more peasants. What am I working on currently? More money. Good, right, yeah, that'll probably help. Mingzhou is going to fall. May as well just let the greenskins take it back. We'll deal with it in a minute. It is what it is. The funny thing is, though, the fact that this Monday really kind of blows does make me just kind of excited for the rest of the week, though, because I'm like, look, once I get through the way I can currently foresee it in terms of my actual work, and by the time you see this video, this will all be resolved, or it'll be worse, I don't know, I can't tell the future, but really, it's just going to be a lot of hard work, excluding this recording right now, because I do this to enjoy myself. It's going to be a lot of hard work until about tomorrow evening.
Or not, I will strike you down, scum, if your words displease me.
Yes, scum. I'm not going to do that in case it gives me a trustworthiness penalty. Reliability penalty. Yeah, I'm going to be working consistently hard with very little breaks until about tomorrow evening. But once that's done, I'll be back to normal for the rest of the week, and there is stuff I want to do and stuff I'm looking forward to do. I'm getting towards the end of Canto 3 in Limbus. There's more stuff to do in, oh god, we've run out of peasant economy, whoops. There's more stuff to do in Power World, and I'm really excited, provided there isn't another power cut that ruins everything. I'm really excited to show those of you who watch that series my new bases, my new settlements, because I've put a lot of work into them, and I think you guys are going to think they're pretty cool. At the very least, I'm very pleased with them, and much like back when I did Terraria and I built my Obsidian Wizard Tower, I'm excited to show off my work. I don't really want to fight this battle, but to be honest, I can't afford to be losing units unnecessarily. Experience level rank is actually quite important for the efficacy of certain troops, especially when you're working with Bretonnian infantry whose leadership is garbage. Although it just occurred to me I could probably have replaced that spear infantry with like spear infantry with shields, and that would have been better, but hey ho, we're here now. I'll probably do that after the battle anyway. Taking small steps to modernize this army will pay dividends in the long run. One of my biggest weaknesses, when at least in my early days of playing Total War Warhammer, is that I never updated my armies. Playing as Cathay, I just have a peasant crap stack and keep that until like turn 50 and then get bodied, and I'll be like, oh yeah, I probably should have upgraded that army at some point to Jade Warriors. In fact, I'm doing a campaign of that right now, and it's gotten to the point where I really need to upgrade the Jade Warriors into Celestial Dragon Guard, and I just haven't done it yet. It's never a priority, and there's always another campaign to do, you know, there's always somewhere else to go and fight. I'd like to see if I can hold this point, because we have the trebuchets, which will allow us to shell them from a distance. Are they within range, though? Only just not. How very fucking annoying. Alright, we can work with it, though. Yeah, we can work with it. It'll be fine. We put you guys, like, here, for instance. Right, put you there. Now they are within range. And we just push the infantry forward to take that position, and then everything's fine. The reason I've decided to take but I should point out to you, in case of those of you at home aren't aware, you shouldn't always take a choke point. Holding choke points is not always a good idea, but in this situation, we have range superiority. And we have skirmishing superiority as well. Our Knights of the Realm are far superior to any fast-moving units they have. They have trolls, they have goblin wolf riders, and these guys will crush them with no contest. So I can afford to be a bit disrespectful and basically goad them into an attack. Because what the fuck are they going to do about it? They can't stop me. I can dictate how this battle goes. I think I want to have Paul and Zlol on foot rather than on Pegasi in the future, because I like to have them stand with the troops. Or maybe I'll have Zlol stand with the troops and Paul go in with Tancred. Just having one paladin here to boost the morale of these guys is very useful. I think it's worth doing. Alright, well if you guys could go over there and body them, that'd be great. You wander over there and see what trouble you can get into. You've already scored kills. Not many, and it doesn't look like you're going to score many more, but you're doing your best. I believe they've moved out of range. Are they going to move back into range? I would love for you to shell those Black Orcs. Give that a go, actually. I am keeping an eye on the cavalry, don't worry.
I seek glory and speed.
Honestly, Knights of the Realm will be able to handle all of them. Fucking trebuchets. They did so good in the last battle, they're doing so shit in this battle. You distract them a bit.
Awaiting orders.
Go up the hill and then see if you can turn around and plow. Yeah, plow into them now, it'll be fine. You've got superiority over everything there. You... God, I thought her flag was her actual unit and I got really confused because I thought she was, for some reason, fucking massive. Which would have been pretty hype, but it was a little confusing. Oh yeah, we've got an opportunity right over there. You land down there. You guys pull up the hill because the Black Orcs are about to get involved and we don't want none of that. The trolls are also involved, and that's a little concerning. Only problem with Bretonnian cavalry is that they are not the fastest cavalry in the game by a wide fucking margin.
Priestess of the Lady.
The archers will take care of them. We don't need to wipe out their army, we just need to get them to retreat and it will be over.
With haste.
Tancred. We could do with trying to get Laurie over to him for healing purposes. She's struggling to get through the peasants. Fucking peasants. Actually, screw it. Go around. Tancred is taking a beating. He should probably get out of there. He did manage to break one of their archer units though, and that's quite good. Laurie, I need you to link up with Tancred real quick, if you wouldn't mind. He's in the air, cool, come down here. In the meantime, you just make sure things go okay over here. Tell you what, they're coming in, make sure they don't. Black Orcs are taking some damage. Where is the trebuchet right now? You probably shouldn't move forward anymore.
Valiant Lord, slay them.
You can have them all link up, and then they'll all get completely fucking bodied, and it'll be fine. Oh, yes. You four go for him. You charge in on them. You keep following because Tancred needs more healing. But they should be able to swarm Dusty and absolutely murder him.
Slay them!
Two of them going to head those trolls off. That's right, muss up those archers, you'll have to see it. Come help with that. Trolls are getting battered, Dusty's having a bad time.
Prophetess!
This should be over pretty soon. We just wanted to take a little time to make sure this went well. It's important.
Sorceress!
Sorceress! Oh, I fucking love casting spells. It's not going well at all. Gone out of there now. This is nothing more chivalrous than a tactical retreat. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm only kind of sorry. I'm a little bit sorry. I'm already over it, actually. I've already decided I'm not sorry. I'm British. What do you expect? She's dealing with them. You help her deal with them. She can heal both of you. Putting the balance of power further in our favor. All of you jump in on them. I know they're coming from behind, but there's 4 of them and they're weak. Almost got Dusty. Almost got him. They're broken. Cool. Focus on them instead. Can you shoot them perchance? I'd really appreciate it if you would. Might be time to back off. The Black Orcs are getting closer and they're fucking scary. The enemy lord is wounded. We might be able to night sandwich these boys. Alright, yeah. This is one of my favorite bits of cooking. They charge into the front. These guys charge into the back. They get fucking smushed between the two. You go in as well. You guys go in. Army loss is already taken care of them. You should stop firing, lest you cause absolute fucking misery. It's all good. We've done it. This battle was never going to be difficult, but we just wanted to kind of limit the damage a little bit and not lose any units. Like I said, veterancy ranks are very important. We know this to be true, and to this end, I'm going to have the troops chase them down. Because, you know, your units gain experience based on amount of kills. So we want a lot of kills. Do a quick bit of healing. Sometimes battles like this, like they can be quite boring because you're obviously going to win, and they can feel a little bit pointless, but I think I said this during the Colette campaign, it definitely bears repeating. Sometimes you have to fight the boring battles to make sure that you don't just win, even though you are obviously already going to win, but to make sure that you win well. There is no point in fighting a battle like this and losing units unnecessarily, because then later on when we go to deal with the ogres, and our army is much more battered than it should be, and I'm like, oh, I can't win now. Why can't I win? Why are all my troops injured and wounded? It's like because I didn't take care of them beforehand, because I allowed auto-resolve to charge them willy-nilly into enemy formations, and they got slaughtered. They won, but every win was Pyrrhic. Every win was worse than the last one, because we were working with less and less power each time. Putting in a bit of effort to win a battle like this can mean that later on we can auto-resolve a particularly awkward battle because we have enough strength to do it. Damn right it was decisive, we outnumbered them. We actually didn't, they actually had more entities on the field than we did, but we had more units, that's the difference. And finally we have reclaimed Jingpo. And you got a Talisman of Protection for extra ward save, which makes Tancred just a little bit more tanky. Tankcrid is what we'll call him by the end of this. You know, once we get him a better fucking ward save talisman, but later. Now we finally get a fucking provincial edict for this region. Gonna go Realm of Chivalry because the research rate is useful, and so is construction cost reduction because we're probably gonna need to rebuild some stuff a lot. For reasons.
Highest.
We can get these now, although we don't... Oh, we could get some handgunners though. Oh, yeah, I think I kind of want some handgunners.
Do you know who I
Get me some handgunners. Any armored target they will deal with. They will fucking deal with. We can recruit a lot, so I say we get rid of all of them. Replace them with those. Now would probably be the time to get rid of the Knights Errant, because they are just, you know, Knights of the Realm, but worse. Although, what is that ability there? Impetuous. Okay, that's not particularly useful, though. It's worth it to pour all of the money into Tancred's army, because it's better to have one big good army than multiple shit armies. That is just the way of it.
My reputation precedes me.
There's small bits over there being scary. Kunlan,
Guardian. Protector of the realm.
It concerns me. We could lose Kunlan, honestly, if we don't move fast enough. I want to retake Mingzhou so to keep the orcs off our back, because they will always go for Mingzhou, but we need enough time to build defensive positions in Mingzhou so that we can hold it. Otherwise we're going to be dancing this dance over and over and over again.
Reputation precedes me.
Where we take it, then give it back, then run back and take it, then give it back, and it will just never end. Sapul, more training please, because we need the peasants to become better. Suzlol, learn to defend yourself better if you would. Now Laurie can learn a very powerful spell called the Dwellers Below, which turns masses of infantry into fucking mulch. So you know it's quite handy. So we've got 19 out of 24 peasant economy. You're recruiting 4, which brings us up to 23, which means I can have one more unit of peasant mob. Except I can't because we've used up all of our recruitment. Whatever. I guess I won't then. I guess I just won't then, huh? I guess that's what will happen. I just won't. I've mentioned previously that for the longest time, Bretonnia has been my favorite faction, and it is my favorite faction overall, but Cathay is probably a close second, and for those of you who don't know, Cathay are basically the China of this game, as in the units basically, you know, are ancient Chinese warfare kind of dealy. But they also have the best gunpowder in the game, by their own words and no one else's. But they do have very good gunpowder, gun units and stuff. And Cathay are just an absolute joy to play, in my opinion. I love pretty much everything about them. The legendary lords, Rule, Zhao Ming, Miao Ying, Yuan Bo are all fantastic. They recently upgraded the normal lords, like their non-legendary lords, the generic ones, to actually be good as well. The addition of the Celestial General was a great idea. The Tactician, or Magistrate, I can't remember what his name is, has become a lot better. He's a lot more useful now. And the Shogun Gun has remained the same, but they're a spellcaster, so, you know, they're kind of fine anyway.
Faith is my armor.
I really hope that that outpost can get built in Kunlan quick, because we really need the added defenses to hold it.
Lord.
I cannot be the not dying if I fucking die. You know? Honestly, ideally, I wouldn't get a defensive building in Kunlan because we'll secure the borders in such a way where I won't fucking need one, but we need to secure the borders first. Get a Grail Shrine instead. It'll buff the defenses, and it also starts a skill tree that we, or a construction tree that we actually kind of need. Which will be Damsels, Battle Pilgrims, Grail Knights, and Grail Guardians, who are all excellent units and super useful. I only hope the small bits cannot get here this turn and immediately siege the place, because that would be a huge downer if he did that. The ogres appear to have been content to sack the Village of the Moon and then bugger off, but we don't know how long they'll stay away for. The greenskins are a little more forward. They're a little more in our face, as it were. They're a little more here. Yeah, an ambusher, but he's an ambusher with like 6 units under him, so I'm not too worried. Ooh, we got a Talisman of Preservation. That's exactly what I wanted. That will make Tancred tanky. Yes, it will. Buddy, your equipment's looking pretty fucking dire. Have yourself one of these. Or 16% ward save. That's a 16% reduction to all forms of damage. We'll upgrade the barracks because halberdiers or polearms, whatever the fuck you want to call them, are super good. Anti-large, high defense, armor piercing, everything you want. I'm going to need to force march this because I want to make sure you guys are within range of Kuhnland so that we have now officially secured the area.
We have met before.
Instead of having kind of secured the area, but not really, now we definitely have, although Tancred's army will fight weaker if they decide to attack. They should be okay. And we've got plenty of men to help hold the position. Next turn, that will be done, which means we'll get some Empire Spearmen and Crossbowmen to help hold the place, which will make a difference. A teeny tiny baby difference, but a difference nonetheless. My army costs virtually nothing because peasant mobs don't have upkeep costs because they are fucking peasants. Because really, I don't intend to use my army without the support of a garrison, and that's why it's all just peasant mob, because the idea of my army is to hold an enemy back whilst the units that can actually deal damage deal damage. I could still probably do with, say, a damsel, though. Someone able to cast spell. Like, if you can hold the enemy back, blob them up, and then cast spells, that can make a big difference. We need to deal with these guys so we can actually spend some time building our goddamn economy and getting better units, because as it currently stands, our units are kind of garbage. I don't like small bits. I just don't like him.
I will indulge you.
Tancred's army has near enough fully replenished. They're good enough to fight now, so I say we start moving towards
I go thither.
small bits.
What is your behest? The lady is with you.
And then we move
Taking my leave.
there, and then
It shall be so.
I should attempt to support this battle,
Glory awaits.
because it would be helpful, and if I got the experience, then I could start recruiting knights, and that'd be nice, though our economy cannot support it right now. It would still be good to get there. We still need to deal with the ogres. I really don't like how Volkmar has not dealt with Kairos yet.
Sigmar be praised.
I was really hoping that Volkmar would have dealt with him by now. I think Aldebras might be dead, because I don't see him about. Presumably Kairos took care of him. So, there's that. I swear to God, he better deal with that feathery bastard, because I do not want to be dealing with greenskins and ogres and then have to turn around and deal with Tzeentch demons. I already dealt with them once. It's really funny to be fighting in and conquering Cathay as Bretonnia, though. I've never been here as Bretonnia. And no campaign I've played has ever lasted that long to come all the way to Cathay with the French. Can we auto-resolve this without... Because this would... We would replenish this term, and if we... The thing is, the reason I want to auto-resolve is because if we auto-resolve, it practically guarantees the death of their entire army, whereas if I manually resolve it, we have a higher chance of winning, but inevitably some of their units will get away, whereas if we can auto-resolve it right now, it solves the immediate problem of the them. Let's get rid of them. That's a pretty decent result, to be honest. Obsidian lodestone. Those obsidian things suck, but whatever. Execute the captives. Now they are all gone and the way is clear. Good stuff. And I got Orcsbane despite not really having done much to deserve it, but hey, it all works out. I completed my vow. Oh my god, finally.
Valiant lord.
I am now a big, cool, important knight. I'll just pledge to campaign, I guess.
Honor before glory.
Upgrade the peasants. Upgrade the peasants. They're now at +6 leadership and melee defense, which makes them still shit, but less so. Sir Paul, upgrade for you. Sir Slol, upgrade for you. 2. So we should focus on upgrading our stuff first, and then whatever leftover money we have, we can put into units. I think our Spelcher Furtdrag, Jesus Christ, is coming back to hit, well, he's not coming back, he wasn't there before, but he's going to hit Jadewind Mountain. There's no point putting any money into Jadewind Mountain right now. So upgrade Jingpo, and we'll get me, despite how expensive they are, some Knights of the Realm. And then I've got something decently strong behind me. And then I should, quote-unquote, emphasis on should, be able to hold Mingzhu whilst Tancred and Laurie go deal with everything else. I.e. this. Volkmar, do not let Kairos walk past you, I fucking swear. Stop him here and now. You've got a full army, you've got the garrison to back you up. I think he might be slightly out of range, actually, but he's got 18 units, you've got 20. You're both legendary lords. You can do it. Just deal with him, please. I beg you, just deal with him. Just deal with him. Kill the bird. He's gone. Oh, you did. Ah, you beat him. Yes, good. You did. You said no to that bird. Excellent. Very proud of you. Well, oh my god, he's got gorgeous. Yeah, we would never win this. Not in a million fucking years. And now they've taken Jadewind Mountain. Very annoying. Wish they hadn't. Volkmar, go deal with Kairos. Like, now. Please. I fucking beg you. Go and kill them. Oh, okay. It'd be a bit rough, but I reckon I can deal with them myself. We're very low on money now. I don't like that. Probably because of the peasant economy. Well, there's something we can do about that, actually. That helped. Okay. Let me see if I can deal with this myself. Decisive victory. Yeah, I'll take it. There we go, that's taken us out of the red. Alright, helpful.
Armored in faith.
Unfortunately, because the settlement has been downgraded due to changing hands, it doesn't have a Grail Shrine anymore. So that's unfortunate, but whatever. I would like a mortar. That would be helpful. Now, Tancred needs to get down here immediately to start dealing with these ogres. And depending on how the situation goes, he may have to deal with the fucking Zinchian demons as well, because Volkmar just ain't doing it. Being pretty laissez-faire about that whole purge the demons thing, hey. Not seeing nearly as much heretic purging out of that man as I would like to see. I really hope he doesn't attack the other place, but I get the feeling he might, because he's there and it's right there, and I'm pretty sure that that's within range. He'll probably go attack it just to spite me. They won't be able to take and hold it, because Tancred's rolling through. Oh my god, a Pyrrhic victory. Holy shit, I'll take it. Oh, delicious. That's right, back off, you smelly prick. Good, we'll be able to dust him easily. We're making 8 gold per turn. The economy is not looking good right now. But it will get better. When that upgrades, when we get that research, there are things that will help. When we retake Jadewind Mountain, that will help a lot as well. I can't believe, Tancred, that you actually can't get to him this turn. That's very fucking annoying. I don't know how the fuck that settlement actually managed to hold him back, because it shouldn't have. Straight up shouldn't have, but it did. So I'm pleased. You got a vow? Yeah, you need to pledge to campaign. Zol has taken the pledge to campaign. Very good. I do actually, thinking about it, I have decided that I want Paul and Slol to be on horseback. So that they can stay with the peasants to hold the line. They could technically do that from the air, but if they're literally standing on the grounds there, they're more likely to help with the defense because they are literally physically there. If I don't micromanage it properly, then there could be a huge battle taking place underneath them while they fly and do nothing to help. Which would be bad. That wouldn't help.
Strength and wisdom are yours.
I have a mortar now. I have a nice big exploding machine. It's very nice. I technically have 25 units at my disposal to defend Mingzhu, but most of them are peasants, so
Lord of Bretonia.
we need money to upgrade Mingzhu. The garrison still needs to replenish as well. I just hope the greenskins stay back for a while, or I'm gonna have to retreat to Kunlan again. Luckily, we can see all throughout this area and they don't appear to be doing anything yet, so I've got some time. You got an ally mission? Oh, you'll reward me for killing Arspelcher. Okay, yeah, deal. That'll help. I've got some, for my army, I've got some knights, I've got my melee blob of peasants, I've got some archers, I've got some mortars.
These lands are ours by the right
Oh,
granted
wow.
from the Lady of the Lake.
There are
What do
actually
you want?
some Cathayans here. I actually can't believe it. We should be friends. We should totally be friends, yeah. Big bodies. Because there is also chaos here, and that's bad. They're scary. The ogres are definitely massing around here. Slaves of Tsar War failed, which means none of their armies will have war armies anymore, so that helps a lot. I should be able to hold Mingzhu now. A little more income from farms, that's lovely. That's going to take a very long time. I'm actually going to get arms houses instead. May as well focus on trying to make my units a little bit better. +6 leadership isn't going to make them heroes, but it will help them hold. So they've got a camp. Pretty funny that it's just... They've just plonked it right here in front of my troops, but whatever. I guess we'll go destroy it. Armor of the Midsummer Sun. Very nice. Oh, didn't she have that before? Well, now she has it again. Cool. So she's actually becoming a decent melee fighter, which is pretty funny. Oh yeah, I wanted to unequip that because these two are pretty worthless talismans. So let's see if we can get something better. Giant blade. I guess.
Honor before glory.
I see you.
Yeah, I mean, Tancred only has a relic sword, so he may as well get the giant blade, and then that increases his damage and also helps him chew through infantry.
My reputation.
My Sword of Might is relatively worthless, as is the relic swords. Can we get something better? Sword of the Ladies Champion. Melee attack +4. Enables magic attacks. Weapon strength. I honestly want to give that to... Well, what's her weapon currently? Ogre Blade. Yeah, if we give her the Sword of the Ladies Champion... That, once again, helps her become a half-decent melee combatant. She's never going to be a good melee combatant, but these situations mean she can hold her own, which is good, because sometimes your casters do get caught out. It does happen, and it's scary. I will take the Ogre Blade, because I'm already a melee guy, so more damage. I really like how my character looks. This is a nice ensemble. I appreciate it. Which is good, because the last two, well, the last one definitely looked kind of stupid. He's got a +10 bonus against infantry, so he'll absolutely mulch them. Unfortunately, we're fighting ogres who don't really employ good infantry, but whatever. The good news is that Targog's army is on force march, which means they won't fight as well as they could, and the garrison hasn't fully replenished, so they're still kind of weak, but this could still be a tough fight. What do we got? What are we working with? Close victory, you say? What if we get Lorien as well, who will contribute more to auto-resolve now because her stats are better? She's got the Savior trait, doesn't she? Yes, she does, which is extra speed and charge bonus, yeah. So she's quite quick. I appreciate it. Yeah, her presence has built up to a decisive victory, though we'd lose a unit of Knights of the Realm, and I don't like that. I suppose we could replace them fairly quickly, though. And this... Looking at this, looking at all of these ogre bulls, I've got to be honest, I don't think I could get a better result than a decisive victory. I reckon I'd get a close or Pyrrhic. If I'm to be brutally honest about myself, nah. I just don't see it going very well. Let's take it back. She's now on a Pegasus, and she got a Potion of Toughness. All these things will help us survive in combat. This is fantastic, and we've taken the province back.
My reputation precedes me.
Realm of Chivalry,
Yes.
Tancred, just get yourself some more Knights of the Realm. Delightful. Our economy is half decent again. Still not great, but it's half decent, which means I can recruit more Empire units, although I should probably wait until we can get something half decent. I've already got enough chaff, I don't really want to fill it out with more chaff. You need melee defense desperately, you do. The Paladins are becoming quite strong as well, and this is nice. Paul and Zlol will be the greatest knights you've ever seen. Trust me, they will be. Way it's looking, those Knights of the Realm might hit rank 7 soon, and then they will gain benefits. What benefits do they gain? It's extra armor, melee defense, and charge bonus, which is great, actually. I want to fight him, because he's our, coordination target. I imagine he's probably going to run off. I would if I were him. I wouldn't fucking engage this. That'd be a stupid idea. I'm not looking to build a good army here. I'm just looking to hold position. That's it. That's all. And I want to hold position cheaply as well, because we don't have a lot of money. I don't know if you've noticed, but we're kind of fucking broke. because our economy hasn't been able to get off the ground, because this fucking province keeps coming under attack. Why hasn't Volkmar killed Kairos' settlements yet? Volkmar, what are you doing? Please. I'm having a great time, by the way. I'm still having a lot of fun. I maintain, and I know a lot of people do know this. I've seen at least a couple comments that seem to immediately grasp this concept, so I appreciate people for that. Oh yeah, I forgot we need Sir Ragnarok in here as well at some point. Yeah, I forgot about that. That wouldn't actually even provide more. Well, we'll get there, we'll get there. But the point is, it is important for a content creator, I feel, to have series like this where they can actually kick back and relax, because, like I've said, I do enjoy the other series, but there is a certain level of pressure and strain to them. I have to work hard. Oh, you going after the fucking ogres? What are you doing? Fuck, they're right there! You know how dangerous Kairos is. You're just leaving him. I would go deal with him, but the ogres are too close. They'll just hit the Village of the Moon again. Or Jadewind Mountain, sorry. I have to go after them. For the sake of my borders, for the sake of my economy, I have to deal with them, and I have to deal with them now. I was really hoping, really hoping that Volkmar would deal with Tzeentch for me. You know, after I basically set him up for it by taking out multiple Tzeentchian armies. Dusty's over there. He's either going to go for Mingzhu or head straight to Kunlan. At least Kunlan's a little better defended now. A little bit. I can move up there if need be. Can I? Yeah, I do have war coordination, but it would cost allegiance. Well, I could tell Volkmar to attack Tzeentch, but it would cost allegiance, which I need for units. What annoys me is that it's not as if Kairos' settlements are shit, you know? I'm giving Volkmar a settlement to take that has a landmark. That has a landmark port. That is valuable. That's big money, but this is still not doing it. My position remains safe. This is good. Let's get some handgunners. I would encamp, but I don't think we'd get there in time if we did. We need to take Jizhu. Jizhu? I don't know. Point is, we need to take it. We need to knock the ogres out of this war entirely. Or it will never fucking end. We need to start knocking enemies off, not just delaying them or putting them to the side for a moment. That will help our trade income, which yep, our trade income is pretty shit, but getting some gemstones, that will help. Do we have any other tradable resources? No, we did have tusks, but they're gone now. We're working on it. My point, I guess, when I say, like, oh, it's nice to have a, relaxing series is that I'm actually in a very nice position at the moment in regards to my content. I'm in a very good position because I can put out Limbus, which is what everyone wants to see, and I enjoy doing it, and it's good financially for me because it makes the most money. What do you want, Targog? Fuck off. It makes the most money out of all my videos, which is not a lot, but the money is helpful. Point is, I can do Limbus, and that's very good for me, but because Limbus is so good, I can, with my other series, my other videos as it were, I can do stuff I just kind of feel like doing. Because Limbus is currently making all the bank. Now, that won't last forever. Eventually, you know, I'm going to run out of Cantos to do in Limbus, and I'll have to wait for Project Moon to make more. Which means I won't be able to farm it during that time, because I'm not just going to be spamming fucking Mirror Dungeon videos, or every time a new fucking ego or ID comes out, I'm not going to make a video on it, because that sounds horrifically dull. And I've never liked the idea of milking a game. Like, I don't know, I don't like it. I feel like games deserve a bit more respect than that. Let's take this place. So eventually, you know, Limbus will run out. Oh, Tancred, the legend himself. What happens when you are more than a hero while you transcend? He's unbreakable now. And he's got melee attack plus 10. He's pretty good. He's pretty good. And we got that as well. Very handy. He's pretty good. This Knights of the Realm are now high enough rank to actually get bonuses. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They're pretty good. They're not amazing. There's better knights to have, but they're pretty good. I really want to get that guy so we can get the allegiance, but, well, you know.
Noble.
Upgrade Mingzhu, it's very important.
Yes.
I don't have any other allies. How is the garrison here doing? They've almost fully replenished, so we've actually got a full army to work with here. The situation is improving. Jadewind Mountain now has that. Cool. Let's get the tusks or the ivory or whatever so we can get trade goods to improve our trade income, and then the finances will improve. Depending on how the situation goes, I have to deal with this, at the very least, all of this. But then I might head down here and take Fu Chao. Get that, which will, it will improve my trade income significantly because it provides more tradable resources faction-wide and increases trade tariffs, as well as providing basic income bonuses. And if we could take Leisure as well, and that's wine, which would add to it, but really we should focus on the Ogres and Greenskins, and if Volkmar still hasn't dealt with them by the time I've done that, then this shit is fair game. I will give him every opportunity to claim that for himself, and if he doesn't, then fuck him.
Blessings of the lady be upon
That's what he gets for being a wet wipe, and not doing his job. You know what, fuck it. Laurie, why don't you have a couple units go with you? We can actually give her an army to lead. That's pretty exciting, actually, that she's finally going to have her own units. Eventually, she might have her own army and just not be attached to another army. She might go do her own thing. I could just recruit another prophetess to serve the role of Tancred's healer. She can go off and do conquests on her own. That'd be pretty fucking cool.
Guardian.
Slol, you don't have anything. Would you like a gold sigil sword? I'm sure you would. And a charmed shield? Yes. And a pigeon plucker pendant? Yes, lovely. And Paul, have this obsidian trinket until we find you some better stuff. There we go. You're both well equipped. You're both doing alright.
Do you know who I am?
We're burning through these stupid ogres, dealing with them. I know there's not been a lot of manually resolved battles here, but I'm not going to do them if I don't have to do them. Sometimes it's tactically viable, sometimes it's tactically necessary, and sometimes you should just auto-resolve. If they have a large and dangerous army and the game's telling you that you'll win without any problems, I suggest you just take it. Dusty's heading for Kunlan. He's got quite an army behind him. So I'm going to head up there and defend Kunlan because I'm not losing it. We finally managed to claim it. Control here is not great. Probably due to... I mean, even without provincial... I mean, the raiding doesn't help. Alright, we should probably venerate the lady then. Actually get the control back up to a decent level, and then we can work on building the place up a bit more. I'd love to go straight for him, but I can tell that if Tancred attacks him, he'll run off, and then we won't have destroyed either of these things. Getting rid of the camp will be helpful.
You honor me. I go hence.
Lord of Bretonia.
Get rid of their camps.
Strike them
It fucks with their ability to recruit. Is that the Blessed Dread? Oh my god. Right, because I imagine their Black Ark is still here, but the rest of them are somewhere else. So, yeah, the Blessed Dread do technically have an army here. I should have gotten the pledge to Manan then, because we could have gone out there, killed them, and gotten our second pledge. Our second oath. But, whatever. We're pushed, at the very least, we're pushing them out, and Tancred is getting stronger all the fucking time. You can actually jump on him. Do it. Oh, finally. Oh, sweet revenge, you smelly bastard. Get out of here. Oh, love it. Twilight Banner, that's very good. That's a very good banner. Especially for Bretonia. Superior attacker, you love to see it. Ally mission successful, very good. Tancred, you got that banner, yeah? Yeah, you do. You're going to be even tankier on the field with, I don't know, just plus 5% extra physical resistance, which isn't that much, but it adds on top of ward save to provide a total of 21% physical resistance. So that's 21% reduction of all physical damage. That's helpful. It's something. Kunlan does have the Grail Shrine now, which means there are Grail Knights here as well as everything else, which makes it just a little bit more tasty. We could do with getting damsels. Gotta say, even if Dusty had a war army, I'd be feeling pretty confident about our chances of defending Kunlan, but I reckon following this development, he'll probably go for Mingzhu instead. Which would be... I reckon we could still hold it, probably. It's hard to say, he's got quite an army. And he has brought siege weapons, which I really don't like that he's done that. Oh, we got to the second level of chivalry as well. I'll explain that in a minute for those of you who don't know. As I thought, that's what Dusty has done, yes. How very fucking annoying that he would do this.
Protector of the realm.
Because of course I would need to force march to get back down there in time, which means I'd have to fight his army on force march. I reckon if our army was in tip-top condition, we could probably hold Dusty back. It would be bloody, but we could do it. Bearing in mind he does have a caster. But being on force march, I don't think we'd be able to do it. I think it'd be too much. So instead, I'm just going to focus on getting some good units. More handgunners, more mortars, lots of guns. And when the time comes, we'll get a damsel, we'll replace one of the peasant units with her, and then we'll have a caster. We'll lose Mingzhe, which reminds me, cancel that so we get the money back. Forests of the Moon is our main place, and this is what we need to hold, above all else. Trade has jumped up a fair bit, but not loads. So yes, chivalry. So the whole point of Bretonnia, playing as the French knights, you don't really need to take and hold territory. That's not really what they do. It is the case for a minor faction, because the minor factions all have the same campaign victory requirements. But for the actual Bretonnian factions, like Carcassonne and the rest of them, whose names I can't remember, Coulon, Bordelot, Errant, and Chevalier de Lyonesse. Yep, those are all the factions. Instead of taking territory, you just have to build chivalry. So, to begin with, when your chivalry is between 0 and 1999, everyone gains +2 leadership. We're now honorable, which means we can call upon the Green Knight, who is a legendary hero that can be used temporarily. Very strong. Extra recruit rank for Bretonnian Knights, and all armies gain 4 leadership. And these bonuses grow as you get higher and higher. And if you go below 0, you gain detriments, which the game is not showing us. But needless to say, they're not good.
My strength and wisdom are yours.
And you gain chivalry through, honestly, recruiting lords. Like, his trait, Virtue of the Impetuous Knight, gives us 4 chivalry per turn, and everyone's traits do this as well. Fighting gives you chivalry. Raising the settlements of horrible monsters and such also gives you chivalry, but raising the settlements of humans lowers chivalry. Ransoming prisoners lowers chivalry. Going into ambush stance lowers chivalry every turn. And these can give you traits, like if you get an ambush-based trait as a result of ambushing all the time, that will also lower your chivalry per turn. So the idea is to fight as a chivalrous noble knight actually would, and to behave as a chivalrous noble knight actually would. I don't find I need to use ambush stance really as Bretonnia, but that doesn't mean it wouldn't be really useful if I could. But you know, it's like playing a paladin in D&D, right? Like you're kind of limiting yourself in certain ways to adhere to what the class is actually supposed to be. And that makes it more interesting, as long as you do it right, anyway. I'll give you that, an extra leadership for, you, why not? So we're gonna go in there and body them. Nice and easy. The ogres are officially on the run. Seed of Rebirth, that is useful. I wouldn't want to replace Talisman of Preservation for it though. However, a Talisman of Protection, which is a very small amount of ward save, totally. We can give the Talisman of Protection to someone else. Perhaps Laurie? What's your talisman? You don't have one. Well, why don't you have that? That'll make her a little more durable. Now we attack. We continue to attack. Targog is here. I can't wait to fucking murder that guy.
Devotee of the lady.
Oh yes.
Is clear.
Get in there and sort him out. Oh, I don't want to lose those units, I really don't. It's okay, we don't necessarily have to. We might, but we also might not. Obviously, this is a major settlement siege. Because, you know, you can see the siege weapons here. He gains bonus versus infantry, so he's great at dealing with Noblars, but everyone's great at dealing with Noblars, because Noblars suck. That's not the problem. Here's what we do, alright?
Strike them down.
Some of the advantages of being able to change mounts on the fly. Get it? Fly, because we're going to put these guys back on Pegasi, so they can fly over the walls. Tancred, Paul, and Zlol are going to lead a strike force into the town, and they're going to... I'd like them to find Targog and kill him, but there's many things they should probably do. I want to get through this without losing any units, but that's easier said than done. Ogres hit pretty fucking hard. I don't know if you've noticed, but it's true. So reinforcements coming from there, so we may as well attack from this direction. Now, ideally, I've got a bit of a plan here, actually. If we can take the walls, we can just shoot them to death. That could actually work out quite well. The problem with ogres, I've honestly found, and the AI definitely reflects this, ogres are not good in sieges. Ogres are fucking terrible in sieges, because half their units are large and can't go on the walls. And you can use this to your advantage. I defended a fort the other day, which I should not have been able to hold because the ogres couldn't get on the walls and got confused. And because of the recent buffs to siege defense, wherein like gates and stuff all have more health, it took them ages to get through the gates, and by the time they did, we had massacred most of them, and they broke down the gates heavily wounded, only to find a line of spears waiting for them, and they just couldn't take the fucking settlement. Ogres don't do well in sieges. Not unless you have some really big stuff. And these guys don't. They have some big stuff, but not really big stuff. You guys get on the wall, please. I want you to take the walls. Yes. And I want you three to help them take the walls. Because all those ogres on the ground can't do shit. The only thing that can fight us on the wall are Noblars. And I don't know if you've noticed, but Noblars suck. They are actually abysmal units. Yep, that's what we were looking for. Trappers. Kill them. Now, it's not going to be enough. You might be thinking, like, well, if their wall defense is so shit, why not just put the archers on there straight away? Because they do have normal Noblars and they will come on the walls. We want to clear those out first. They didn't actually position any units over here. You know what? I'm going to have them break down the walls anyway. If we can fuck them around, that only helps us. Once Laurie gets here, she can provide them with healing. She can probably get involved, actually. You know what? Fuck it, actually. If they're going to be stupid about this, then let's get some units on the walls. Now their Noblars have 0 melee attack and 6 melee defense, which means they're going to get fucking bodied. You know what? I was worried. I needn't have been. To the point where, actually, I'm going to bring these guys back around over here because I don't want them to come away from here. I want them all here so we can shoot them to death. I don't want them to break down those gates at all. We want to prompt them to come this way. I think we can. If we knock down the walls, I mean knock down the gates, sorry. Where's the trebuchet? You deal with... Oh, you can't even... Oh, no, you can. Okay. I want you guys, when you're up in the air, because I need them all to reset, as it were. Get up in the air. Now, land. And hang about here, because I want the AI to come over here and see what's up. It doesn't look like they're going to do it. That's very annoying. Well, if such is the case, then we'll at least take the gates.
Run! What do you need? Swiftly!
It's a shame because I really enjoy my tactic of putting guns on the walls and shooting them to death, but they don't seem to want to play. Now, do I blame them? No. I wouldn't sit there and let the enemy shoot me to death and just hang out near the walls, but I wish they would. If our units are considered reachable to them, though, they might start coming. Yeah, sure enough, they're heading over here. Good, wonderful. That's what I wanted. Now, the guns and archers on the wall can take them out. We'll keep these archers on the ground with spearmen in front of them. Oh, look, the handgun is already firing. Ugh. So hard to get good camera angles. Are they shattered? Yeah, they're gone. Yeah, they've had enough.
Honor before glory! Battle calls!
This should be simplicity itself, honestly. They've shattered as well. They're taking damage. Why don't you slow them down? The archers getting up on the walls. We can win this battle with very little effort, which is exactly the way I like it. They're changing their minds, they don't like it. Unless they've decided to go this way, which would be pretty funny, because this way is much less hospitable. What with the handgunners and such?
Form a ring of steel! Peasant bowman!
Oh yeah, come this way, lads. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, you should do that. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, go for it.
It is against Sigmar's teachings!
Oh, they don't like guns. No, they don't. Oh, they've changed their mind. They're running away now. Why are these guys all looking left?
You can die when we have the war!
Oh, they don't like it.
Faith is my armor!
It's that simple, ladies and gentlemen. Just kick back, relax, and let your ranged weapons handle it. I so rarely get to do this as Bretonia. This is why I'm always a little skeptical about auto-resolve and what it tells me, because if you just rub like 2 brain cells together, you can usually come up with something that means you'll lose far less than you actually are supposed to. Case in point, this is my favorite thing to do with the Vampire Coast as well, because Vampire Coast guns, oh, forget about it. Fucking undead gunnery mobs are some of the best value for money units in the game. I think they might be the best value for money units in the game, because those units, with enough of them, and you don't need that many, but enough of them can kill anything. All they need is line of sight and a bit of time. Gunnery mobs are just peak. Just fucking peak. So, I think they've learned their lesson a little bit, and they've decided they don't really want none of it anymore, so I'm gonna send these 4 in. This absolute fucking strike squad of flying knights and a prophetess to go murder Targog, because he's a douche. He's just a straight up douche. Go in and get him. Fuck him up. That's it, bully him, lads. This is what he gets for attacking us in the back while we were dealing with greenskins, because I would have totally negotiated with these guys. Ogres are good allies to have, but nah, he didn't want it. So they're just gonna kick his teeth in. He is quite strong, to be fair. Let's not, you know, give him some credit. Credit where it's due. He's not a chump, but we can heal, so... and there's 4 of us against 1 of him. And 1 of us is on a hippogriff. Obviously, douchebag over there is throwing his spears, but don't worry, he's next. Oh yeah, he doesn't like it. Kill him first and then go for him. I want him to see us kill his tyrant. He's nearly dead. Go on, just a little bit more. A little bit more. A little bit more. Go on, you can do it. Tancred. Tancred. Get him. These guys can handle this. Drink your potion of toughness. Oh, why did you have to fly? There we go, he's dead. Lovely. Now go kill him. Give yourself Shield of Thorns, as it will dissuade him from swinging at you in the future, and then heal. Not that there's much you can actually do about this anymore. All of you kill him. So they haven't actually suffered army losses yet, which is interesting. Oh, they did actually attempt to charge. Okay, respectable, respectable. Respectable. Not smart, but respectable. Oh, they don't like the poison arrows very much. No, they don't. No, they don't like them at all. No, they're not keen. Start taking some of their positions, because I don't actually know where they are at this point. Yeah, there's army losses. Okay, we're good. Lovely. All right, well, that was easy. Decisive victory, yes. Now, it's funny, because in Total War Warhammer 2, I had the perfect anti-siege strategies, right? To attack a settlement, I knew exactly what I needed to do in order to win. All I needed was siege weapons and a caster, and I could take, like, any settlement, even ones way stronger than me, and it was not particularly difficult. And I learned these strategies through necessity, because in Total War Warhammer 1, it was a nightmare. So I figured it out through necessity. Now, in Total War Warhammer 3, they changed a lot of things to encourage more catastrophic sieges, basically to have higher losses on both sides, to force the attacker to actually go in and to give the defender tools to help defend the location. But depending on the situation, the defender still doesn't have that much of an advantage, and B, you can still play around with it a bit. And the ogres remain some of the worst siege combatants of all time. They are dreadful at it, both in attack and defense. Don't get me wrong, blobbed up ogres can probably hold a position, I don't doubt it, but like the walls become useless to ogres. Now, walls are usually pretty useless. If you're struggling with your siege defenses at home, the first thing I'd recommend to you would be to look at the walls, right, the outer perimeter walls of the settlement, and think, do I need to hold those? You'll often find the answer is no. Those are not the best of places to hold an enemy assault, because the enemy can attack from any direction. There's a lot they can do to fuck with you on the walls. They can get to the walls very quickly as well, at which point your ranged units which you had positioned on the walls become useless. Oh my god, Vlad von Carstein is in the Chaos Wastes. That's an interesting dynamic. Are we going to be holding the Great Bastion against Vlad? No, because he's actually here. He's clearing out. That's a much greater threat than Greenskins. Sylvania is a much greater threat than Greenskins. I can deal with these guys. I don't know if I can deal with Vlad. That's a problem. That is the legendary lord, the one I really didn't want to meet, ever. And I could have been forgiven for hoping or assuming that I wasn't going to run into him. That's really bad, actually. Okay, with every good, there is a horrible, terrible discovery made shortly afterwards. Yeah.
I have seen your heart.
Now you may be thinking, what's the big deal? Well, Vlad is the granddaddy OG, not literally OG, but he is the granddaddy vampire in this game. He is the vampire. No one is better than him. He is the vampire. He can kick the shit out of Manfred. He can kick the shit out of Kemmler. He can kick the shit out of Gorst. He can kick the shit out of the Vampire Coast Lords. He pretty much cannot be soloed. He is too strong, and that is because his regenerative capabilities are through the fucking roof. He also has full access to the law of vampires, that law of magic, allowing him to raise zombies, heal his own units, or cast Wind of Death, which can clear out armies. He himself, like I said, regenerative capabilities and incredibly high ward save, so he doesn't take much damage, and what damage he does take, he restores. He's also very strong in melee. He is powerful enough that he is a guy, he's a small entity, a guy walking around on two legs with a one-handed sword, and he has the siege attacker trait, which means he can kick in doors relatively well. Dude is trouble.
Yes.
And he's right on our fucking doorstep, and we have to fight him. We can't not. There's no two ways about it. That's why Dusty is now attempting to migrate south to get away from Sylvania. But we're gonna have to face him.
My reputation precedes
And that is
me.
fucking spooky. We're gonna lose Mingxue. We know this to be true. That is just what's gonna happen. That's fine. What does this place have?
We have met before.
We could get Laurie some more troops. I'm not going to get her a trebuchet because she's usually the reinforcing army, and you don't want to be moving artillery around. It's a pain. Just get some spearmen. This will be Tancred's greatest challenge yet, and I'll be surprised if I survive the war. Fucking hell. I'm just some guy with a horde of peasants. We still really need to deal with Kairos. Interesting. And by interesting, I mean very concerning. Okay, so we're not going to be fighting the Slaves of Tsar for very long because Tancred and Laurie are just going to come through here and sweep through. Sylvania is going to be trickier. To the point where I suggest we get the Decrees of Bretonia and then get the Death's Grip Decree just for a little extra bonus fighting the vampires. Yeah, it will lower our diplomatic relations with them, which will lead to a war sooner. Let's be real, though. We're not going to be friends with them. Although I suppose we could be, but we're not going to be. Plus, they are in the direction we need to expand. There's no way around it. Oh my god, Volkmar is finally going for Fu Chao. Enjoy it, buddy. It's all yours. Just take it, okay? Just actually take it. And then just get rid of them, please. I beg you. We need to deal with the slaves and get rid of them. Slaves of Tsar, very specifically, I should point out. Oh wow, we get the occupied Celestial Palace, which pisses off Grand Cathay, but gives us benefits across the entire faction. That's funny. That's gonna be awkward, but oh well. Needs must. I'm not just gonna leave Wei Xin. I could just not build the landmark, but I'm not really one to not build landmarks. I like them too much. I would like to take a moment to slowly begin to upgrade my army.
Yes? It shall be so.
Because I'm probably going to have to end up... Unless Dusty fucks off over here to deal with us, or deal with Tancred, sorry, I'm probably going to have to fight him eventually. It's nearly turn 50, and oh boy, we're not nearly as strong as most players would be at this point in a normal campaign. Almost as if the game was not built around what we're currently doing.
Welcome, friends. What do the men of the Hammer require this day?
Volkmar, I'm sorry, but I'm not joining more wars right now. I've got vampires on my fucking doorstep. So I see that Dusty has wandered off, likely to deal with the vampires. He'll probably be back, though. We'll take City of the Shogungan. He'll start buffing our economy a little bit. I'll start pushing up very slowly. Don't want to commit to nothing yet. Yeah, see, Dusty's still there. Yeah, I want to be a little bit careful, but I do want better units. I can get 2 more pole arms. It won't be particularly long before war with Sylvania breaks out. to the point where we may want to do it in a way where we can land a decisive first strike on them, take some territory, start pushing them back. If we can take the Great Bastion, then what we could do, because I don't fancy trying to campaign through the Chaos Wastes to get rid of them, because they'll be dug in, and it's really bad territory for us. And, oh, why are you here? Please tell me this is a decent defensive position. We might be able to win that. The issue is actually their heroes. The fact that they have a Black Orc War Boss, or Big Boss, or whatever the fuck, is not great. Also, the spiky rollers, they're not good either. Pump wagons, whatever the fuck. They're bad, the trolls aren't great. Realistically, our spears should be able to hold them back. The heroes are the biggest concern. Those are two. That's a melee lord, not a very good melee lord, but a melee lord and a melee hero. We kind of need to win this, because if we don't, then this will slow us down immensely, where we have to turn around and deal with this army before it rips through our settlements. And God, fucking greenskins are so annoying. This seems like it's a decent position we could hold. That could work very well, actually, yes. Alright, we'll use that. This is still on the map. Yes, it is. Yep, still counts. Oh, we're not allowed to go up here. Oh, fucking, maybe you should telegraph that a little bit more, huh? Oh, fuck me. They're coming. Okay, we don't want to take that position because the trees will give them cover from our arrows. Down here. Down here. I'm going to need you guys to move very quickly because they're on their way and they're quite fast. You guys need to not be on skirmish mode and have guard mode turned on. This is not ideal immediately. The game lied to me. Why would you have this here if I can't go up here? This might be a modded location. I actually don't know. Point is, it's not ideal. Okay, so you two are going there. Cool. You guys form the front line. You guys stand to the side. You guys stand to the other side. Form a little box formation. They're almost guaranteed to send the pump wagons round the sides to try and flank us, and that's why I want spearmen there. Trolls can be dealt with arrows. Although we do need to deal with their archers because they will do a lot of damage very quickly. The pump wagons will absolutely tear through the peasant mob, so that's not great.
For the lady!
We do need to deal with the archers. He's a problem. Oh boy, is he. We have nothing in our army who can take care of him. And I doubt we're going to army loss him quickly enough that he'll just leave.
Spare man at arms! Man of Bretonia! Armed and ready! Run! Peasant bowmen!
I need you guys to focus on their archers. Take them down one at a time. That was a pathetic volley of arrows. Theirs did a lot more damage. Wonderful, okay. You can rush them, maybe they'll just all die. Charge in on them. We're not going to win this, I can tell. There's a moment, you know, there's a moment in every battle, it's usually quite early, when you can tell that, like, yeah, this ain't going to go the way I want it to. For me, it was actually the moment when the archers did a pathetic amount of damage to these guys. I was expecting them to melt a lot quicker, and they didn't. Please stop them from getting to the archers. They're at least suffering. I need you to go down there. I need you to deal with them, or at least hold them back. I need you to keep falling back because you being locked in combat does us no favors.
Quickly, lads! Spare man at arms!
Nah, this ain't happening. There's no fucking way. This is really annoying. You guys just hold him back for a bit. You're not going to do anything else. You need to deal with those trolls. Actually, all of you need to deal with those trolls. They're getting shot to death. Trying to fight anti-infantry fucking chariots, and it's just not going very well. The problem for us very much is that all of their units just died way too fucking slowly. What were you guys doing? What kind of damage numbers do you call these? 2 archer units on 1 and it's goblin archers and doing fuck all, and oh my god, the pump wagons are coming. Do something about them. Is army losses kicking in already? No, not yet, but it will soon. They're just about to run of their own accord. Great, cool. We've lost this territory, which really just sets us back unnecessarily. I didn't even know they had an army in this region. Fucking underway jumping. Oh. So for those of you who don't know, greenskins can jump through the world map using the underways. They can't go super far, but say there's a mountain in the way, they can go right past it because they can use the underways. And this is how they've snuck into the back of my territory and are now causing problems. Wow, you guys are still alive. Fucking good for you. What do you want? A fucking medal? You're gonna die. See if you can do some damage before the battle ends. I'm just gonna speed it up because we've got lives to live and there's no point wasting it here. Go on, Barum. Go on, go on, go on, go on. Oh, you almost did enough damage to really... We bumped it up to a close defeat. I think it was already a close defeat. We did fuck all. Nothing I did was of value. I can't believe how little damage we did to their goblins. Unupgraded peasant bowmen are not very good. A lot of them can be effective, but you need a lot of them. But this is why Bretonnia focuses mostly on its cavalry, and this is why low-level settlements are at serious risk. It's because all they have is infantry. And, as we've discussed previously, Bretonnian infantry are bad. Very bad. They're very, very, very bad. Intentionally. They're supposed to be bad. That doesn't make me feel better about the fact that they are bad. Joy. And yeah, they took the settlement. Oh, that's so annoying. Luckily, it's not far from where Tancred is. And Dusty's back in Mingzhu, yeah. That's just far away enough, though, that by the time Tancred gets there, Zark will probably have fucked off. And probably hit another target or something. It is an irritating distraction that we do not need at a time like this. Not with vampires fucking wandering around.
My strength and wisdom are yours.
My army has been upgraded. I'm not gonna take that though, I don't think. Unlikely. He's got a spellcaster and I don't.
Do you know who I am?
Back to Kunlan.
My reputation precedes me.
Still too poor to get damsels, but I could get them next turn. That's something. Come on, Zark, please stay and fight. It would be really annoying if you ran off. Hey, Mazdamundi, Hexawattl. Yeah, I finally said it right. You want to trade? I love trade. Let's do it. Where did they... Oh, they've gone all the way up to near... I wish you wouldn't. How is the garrison here doing? They're mostly... Okay, yeah.
You're not right, Dad.
Should be able to deal with him. But just in case, Lord Zeno, please hold this location. I don't want them wandering around and fucking with shit anymore. Here's a spell shield and a holy icon. Actually, I'll tell you what, instead, fuck that. Use those. Okay, here's an executioner's axe. Didn't you used to be... I feel like you used to be a Lord of Khorne, didn't you? Well, there's your Khorne weapon. Enjoy. I expect you to use it to great effect. I should actually have her go over there to reinforce City of the Shugengan, because Zark will probably be on his way soon. There we go, we've taken that back. Okay, lovely. Stop stealing my things. Stop it. Where did Dusty go? Oh, I can get a damsel now. Lovely. We'll get a confident life wizard.
What is your behest?
Because she provides leadership bonuses to the entire army, which you know what? When you're running a bunch of peasants, that is precisely what you need. I don't want to provoke the vampire counts just yet, because fucking hell. So we'll get green tide. Double experience gain for units when fighting against greenskins. We can at least benefit from this, if only a little. If I can put the time into making my army not shit, then I might be able to deal with Dusty by myself, but I need an army that's not shit.
Very well.
And there's still too many peasants for this army to be considered not shit. This army can fight, and under ideal circumstances, I reckon it could beat Dusty, but we can't rely on ideal circumstances. We have to assume that things will go not well, rather than just hoping they will go well. Wow, that was bold and rather stupid. Xeno's gonna kick your teeth in. Good stuff. Okay. I forgot to give him his fucking vow, god damn it. Ah. Whatever. It's fine, I don't even care. I'm not even bothered. This is the sound of me not being bothered because it doesn't bother me. You know, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. Make the donation. On extra research rate. Xeno was the one who killed Zark. Congratulations. Get your fucking vow, pledge to chivalry. Route Marcher, because you're not going to have an army for a while. We don't have any money to give you an army. You can link up with Laurie and Tancred, and then the three of you can go and deal with the greenskins. I'm going to start tiptoeing towards Mingxia again. Because I reckon I can do it.
I see much. Grant me your gifts, my lady.
Thank you, ma'am. Luan Paquet. She will help us. She's not going to make it any worse. Ooh, Battle Pilgrim. We can't actually afford them at the moment. In terms of upkeep. Hey, look, there's Vlad. Oh, fucking bother. There he is. I think he's planning to take Mingxia. What if we took it first? Presumably, he's just dusted Dusty. You know, we've done that as well. It's pretty funny. But we can at least swoop in and take Mingxia before he can.
Yes.
That's quite a strong army. If he decides to immediately declare war on me, I'll probably lose my army for a start, but he doesn't hate us at the moment, so let's just sweep that away so he can't take it. Curbs his strength of only a little. And it gets us some experience. Now I have a Pegasus, that's nice. Royal Pegasus.
Valiant Lord, do you know who I am?
Ooh, a start has been made.
Faith is my armor.
I'd quite like to upgrade my horsemen. Because we're going to be relying on them a lot, I think. To just generally survive. You need better spells desperately. Can we give you any equipment? Nope, we got nothing. Wonderful. Okay, good, lovely. We definitely want Wei Jin because, oh boy, that's a big important settlement. Yes. I can't recruit anything here. May as well save up our money then. That's fine, that's fine. Oh, I don't like the fact that Vlad's here. Look how little attrition he suffers from being in Mortal Lands. May as well not suffer any. Once we take Wei Jin, that's it. There's no more Slaves of Tsar, which means it'll just be us and Sylvania. And that's scary. Surely, I don't know for certain, but surely Sylvania is not getting along well with the Ancestral Throng, which is Grombrindal's faction, the dwarfs to the west, so we might be able to work with that. If they're not already at war, then we could either wait or try and coordinate something there. Don't know how the fuck we're gonna do that, though. Wait, where the fuck are you? You're down there. Okay. Jesus Christ. What? How did you fail at that? But what? Oh, God. Oh, Volkmar, you fucking useless dumb. Oh.
Protector of the realm.
It's fine, you know, I'm calm. It's alright. If he's not going to deal with it, then I'll fucking deal with it. Why not? Oh, Kairos is there and he's moving towards my territory. Oh, my God. Oh, Volkmar. How did you fail?
For the lady! To victory!
What is your behest?
Taking my leave. For Bretonia!
There we go. We've taken away Jean. Lovely. Good. Great. Okay. Wonderful. Slaves of Zara gone. Okay. That's another faction dealt with. Alright. Good. Okay. Fuck me. Now we've just got this to deal with, so
We have
tell
much
me.
to discuss, and thou art most welcome.
This is bad. Because he's not at war with anyone. But he's also pretty happy with me. So I think we've got some time. He's happy with me and he's becoming happier with me. Now we'll have to deal with him eventually. They don't like each other. He'll probably end up at war with them first. This gives us time. Time to deal with Kairos because Volkmar has repeatedly failed to do so himself. I've got a lot of money, so 2, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Let's build our own army for dealing with this, shall we? 1, 2. 3. We need more ranged units. I need a proper army. We can't have Tancred take care of everything purely because he can't be everywhere. We'll get Ruinous Powers Decree so that we can fight Kairos better. I'm sure I sound stressed. That's because, well, I am, but also this is very much what I want from any campaign. I don't want it to get easy and comfortable. I don't want it to get to the point where I can sit here and lazily auto-resolve without actually having to be careful.
I have seen your heart.
If we can auto-resolve Vlad away, you better fucking believe we will, but I suspect we won't be able to. Have a Dawnstone. I suspect you might need it at some point. We'll see if we can get some handgunners and stuff in like Laurie's army or something, or we could get her like outriders with grenade launchers or something. Those could do some damage, and they move fast, so when she's reinforcing an army, they can ride ahead and start doing some real damage. It's an idea, I guess. I don't like the Vlad's just hanging around. He's probably not going to declare war on us yet, but we don't have a non-aggression pact, so there's nothing stopping him. I'm not joining that war because I don't... Actually, is there something we can get from this? A military alliance would be useful, and we're going to end up at war with them eventually, so we may as well get you to pay us for it and give us stuff. Yeah, okay. Cool, well, Vlad has temporarily fucked off. Hopefully he goes and finds a war to fight away from us while we deal with our borders, because we've got a very angry Greater Demon of Tzeentch just hanging around. Most emphatically not dealt with yet. I'm going to follow Kairos and attempt to keep him from jumping one of our less well-defended places, like Jadewind Mountain, for instance. All of my units, combined with the garrison, means we could probably hold him back. As long as we're in the settlement, we are not getting ambushed again. Fuck that. No.
Fortune favors you.
Get those outriders. But we're about to run out of money, so we're going to need to do something about that, yeah. A lot of money potentially to come from Wei Xin. But that is all going to be next time, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm out of time. Like, oh boy, I went longer than I wanted to, but I was having fun, so I tend to go long on these because I enjoy them. Thank you so much for watching. It's definitely becoming less of a talk series and more of a, okay, I'm just playing Total War Warhammer 3, though, series. It's still therapy for me, though, because I'm really enjoying it. We deal with Kairos. If we can secure Southern Cathay, just get this all sorted out, whilst, oh wow, they actually managed to get that. Whilst, Vlad hangs about and gets up to not much, I guess. Probably goes to war with the dwarfs or something. If we can secure this, get rid of these chaotic elements and wipe them out and secure the money and be good to go, then we can actually pursue a war with Sylvania in earnest, with armies and good troops and money and all of those things to back us up. Now, whether or not it's going to go that way, I have no idea, because, frankly, he could declare war on us at any minute. I really hope he goes to war with the dwarfs so he backs off from us. He'll be more inclined to fight them than fight us, and we're not really friends with the dwarfs, so fuck it.
Bretonians, what can I do?
He doesn't even want an alliance, so who cares? But that will all be for next time. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. And for listening. Special thanks to Harrick J, Draft, Dresso, Aiden Kelly, Sion Distance, Lol, Final Legend, Etherbin, Linky, Zion Cedar, Bimblewart, Mashoko Myman, Alkir, Honeydew Corporation, Sweet Baby Red, Lord Scullington, Jessicitty, Plutonium Pie, Dreamer Ghost, Leper Lullaby, K-Bub, Magic Owl, The Frostbite, Monsoon, Warmaster Oku, SCP-106A, and Nayman for supporting me on Patreon. Thank you so much, guys, and thank you all so much for watching. Oh, God, it's all been a little stressful, but you know, we're getting there, we're sorting it out, everything's fine. It's a good campaign. It's a genuinely enjoyable one. I'm having to be careful about things, and that's what I like. I get very bored of campaigns when I can just auto-resolve my way to victory, and I have a large empire that I don't really feel like I've earned, whereas this is a very small empire. It's quite compact. I honestly really like fighting in Cathay. This is one of my favorite areas. I love controlling the entirety of Cathay. I love fighting for it. I love getting it. It's a really good area. Like, usually, once upon a time, my favorite place to control was Bretonia, but now it is definitely Cathay. I still prefer playing as Bretonia, so this is ideal, but I digress. Thank you so much for watching. Whatever happens next time, and vampires, maybe, I don't know, probably Chaos Demons. One of the two, if not both, and when that does happen, I hope I see you there. Toodles, goodbye.